Hello my beautiful glam fam, welcome to today's video. We're testing out two new products. I have the new Drmtlgy No.1 Primer and the new Charlotte Tilbury Matte Blush One. We're gonna see how all this wears on my mature skin. Do a wear test. If you're new here, I'm Kristi. I'd love for you to hit that subscribe button and click that post notification bell. Join us, we're here every Friday and Sunday and we just love for you to become part of our family. If you like videos like this, please give it a huge thumbs up when you guys hit the like button and when you comment below. It really does help my videos out. And without further ado, let's get started.
You're still my favorite queen of the night. My friend, let's drive off again. Let's drive off again.
Alright my beautiful glam fam, let's get started. So I have two new products today we are testing out. We have the new Charlotte Tilbury and this is the Pillow Talk Matte Beauty Blush Wand. And I only picked up one color because they are quite pricey. I did go with the coral, like more peachy toned one just because I have a lot of pink blushes. I have my Natasha Denona one I love so much. So we're gonna see how we like this formula. It is supposed to be pretty comparable to All Her Beauty wands, inspired by All Her Beauty wands. So I have the contour wand. We'll play with that one today alongside. Now these type of products just are better under powders. I would not recommend doing this over powder. I just know this formulation and I'm assuming this is exactly like it, just a more matte version of it. So we are gonna test that out. I'll go over all the details in just a second, but I also have the brand new Drmtlgy No.1 Primer. I am so excited. You guys know this is the only skincare I can use and tolerate. If you're new to my channel, I have been using Drmtlgy now for about 2 years and let me tell you the difference. I'm just gonna show you a before and after picture. This was my skin before I started using Drmtlgy. This is my skin now. It is just dramatically changed everything about my skin. It brought me back to my skin in my 20s. If you're new here, I am 45. I'm gonna be 45 in March, sorry. I just feel like I'm practically 45 at this point. I'm in my mid 40s and I have very sensitive acne prone skin. So Drmtlgy, I can't even tell you because it can get me pretty emotional, has just changed me from the inside out. It has made me so confident to the point where I don't even really have to wear makeup anymore. And I love that feeling. I was just looking in the mirror on the way to the gym today and I was like, wow, I don't wear any makeup to the gym. And I'm like, wow, that's my skin. Let me pull up that picture. I just took a picture real quick. It's not a very good picture, but I was like, oh my gosh, my skin. Thank you, Drmtlgy. So I do have a code Kristi20 and that gets you 20% off unlimited on your entire purchase. You guys, this has really made a difference not only for me, but a lot of our Glam Fam sisters. Our Glam Fam sister Shannon, let me tell you, let me show you her picture because she gave me permission. She was in tears and so much pain because her skin has, I mean, she has mature skin too, just really, as she got older, just got so super dry last year and she just was having so much, she tried every moisturizer on the market. I gave her some suggestions from Drmtlgy and now look at her skin. She looks amazing. She's over 50, you guys. She's insanely beautiful and I'm so happy. That is such a success story. I'm actually going to send that over to Drmtlgy because that right there says it all. So this is the No.1 Primer. This is a makeup primer. This is their first makeup like product. This is the new Makeup Primer No.1 by Drmtlgy. It retails for $38, but remember you get 20% off of that with code Kristi20. So keep that in mind and you can always use that on every purchase. This is a primer you've been hoping for. This silky ultra lightweight primer is enriched with vitamin E. It heals and protects while creating a smooth canvas for makeup. It softens the appearance of fine lines, blurs the pores, and seals in your skincare with a clear primer consistency. It has antioxidants including vitamin A and E and it helps protect skin from environmental stressors. The dreamy emollient texture allows for even skin tone and improves texture. It's an ultra lightweight buildable primer that acts as skincare. The key facts are it blurs the appearance of pores, it fills fine lines and wrinkles without caking, it gives makeup serious staying power, it controls shine, minimizes the appearance of redness, and leaves a velvety finish. Drmtlgy believes makeup should be an extension of your skincare. This luxuriously silky primer is packed with vitamin E and botanical extracts to give your skin a boost of antioxidants while creating a flawless seamless base for your makeup. Drmtlgy is not tested on animals. It's fragrance-free, gluten-free, paraben-free, and sulfate-free. And it's suitable for normal, sensitive, dry, oily, and combination skin. So basically all skin types can use this. And you can take a look at the ingredients list right there. Very small ingredient list. I love that. No coconut oil. I am so excited, you guys. And I just love the brand so much that I might as well keep everything together. So I just do my skincare prep with the needleless serum, the vitamin C, E, and F. I don't even really have to use Hydrafader, but if you have any hyperpigmentation, I highly recommend the Hydrafader. I do my sunscreen. That's more of a mineral-based sunscreen, but the good thing about Drmtlgy is I can tolerate all of their sunscreens. So that makes me so happy because I have never been able to tolerate a sunscreen and stick to it. So thank you, Drmtlgy, for that. And I discovered that sunscreen on my own before I even started kind of working with Drmtlgy and, you know, getting a code for you guys. I discovered them on my own, and I am so incredibly blessed to have such a great partnership with them now. So I'm just excited, you guys. This is now my holy grail primer. I won't use any other primer. So this is again called the No.1 Primer, and it literally is my No.1 primer. As I mentioned, it has like a rose gold type packaging, black and white, and has the directions on the back. I love this consistency. I love these type of primers. It has like almost like that silicone type feel to it. It just smooths out. It is just incredible, you guys. This is the most insane primer, and this, I highly recommend this for anyone who has any textured skin at any age, but especially for my mature skin ladies. For us ladies over 40, we need that good, just that good texture. So I haven't been able to film because I did have some health issues, and then I also had a what do you call it, a sty that was right here. It looked like a big white pussy like pimple almost. It was so incredibly painful. This is finally not tender. I cannot believe how long it took. So if you ever get those styes, I found the best like little eye patch at Amazon, and I was warming up my hot towels and using it as a compress, but it was just like you have to warm that up every 10 seconds because it just doesn't stay hot very long. This little eye patch was perfect. It didn't have any reviews, so I was a little scared, but I absolutely love that. So I hadn't been able to film, so I'm really excited to show you guys this primer now. So again, I'm just gonna go with that pea-size amount, and I'm just going to work that into my skin. Look at how smoothing that is. It's so beautiful. And you don't have to use this all over. I was actually too much. I was trying to exaggerate it a little for you guys so you can see the texture, but it is so smooth. Look at that. What pores? What pores are there? What fine lines? I mean, seriously, I just really love the way this feels. And I've worn this now for, oh gosh, like a week and a half that I've had it. And oh my gosh, you guys, I just can't tell you, my makeup just goes on so beautifully. So in this video today, we are gonna use my Iconic London because I keep talking about this. This was my foundation of 2022 and my foundation of lifetime. This is the #1 foundation for me, ever. I don't know if anything will ever come close to it. So I'm just going to squirt this out, and this is light, medium, neutral. I'm sorry, not light, it's light neutral. So it has a nice runny texture, but this foundation, and you can use this with a sponge, you can use this with a brush, you can use it however you want. This is my favorite way of applying it. I think a couple of you asked me how I like to apply this foundation, so I thought, you know what, it's been a minute since I've done it on camera. I did it last year, but it's been a minute because I've been testing out other foundations, but there's just really nothing that can beat this. And I like to do it with my BK Beauty 101, and I just take the excess onto there, and then I just start pressing it in to my skin. Do you see how beautiful this lies with that primer? It's just perfect. It's like the perfect combination right there. Love it. Maybe Drmtlgy will come out with a foundation. Let's get Drmtlgy to collab with Kristi and Noah. We can do a little collab, get a nice perfect foundation. I would love one just like this Iconic London one because this is just literally You don't need that much. That's all you need. That's all I'll wear. It is so pretty. Just taking off whatever's on the back of my hand and just pressing that in. And you can do this with a sponge, but this is such a lightweight foundation that I just find it's so much better to do it this way. It's just so pretty. Look at that. I mean, it is literally the perfect match. And this is that foundation that literally wears even better throughout the day. I'm gonna do just a teensy bit more, just a teensy bit more, just like that much, just to get a little bit more coverage on this side. It's just so thin, but it covers. I don't even know how to explain it, but this is literally the #1 foundation ever made, especially for us mature skin ladies. And anybody with sensitive skin, you're gonna love this. Rosacea, acne, anything. This is clean ingredient, and you all know my face can't tolerate anything. So pretty, right? Here, I'm gonna pull you guys in really close. All right, let's talk about this new Charlotte Tilbury Matte Blush Beauty Wand. This is brand new, and probably as I release this, it will be on Sephora for purchase. I see it on there right now, but it's only available in 3 shades on Sephora, but it's actually available in 4 shades on charlottetilbury.com. But it does retail for $42. I'm filming this about 4 days prior to when this is being released, so it might be available now at Sephora, so I will have both links in the description, as well as Nordstrom, Beautylish, and all of Charlotte Tilbury's retailers. And I did go with Peach Pop, which is a matte nude peach, but it also comes in Pink Pop, Pillow Talk, and Dream Pop. Pillow Talk seems more mauve, and Pink Pop looks more subtle pink. So this is a highly pigmented matte liquid blush for a fresh, flushed look to revive your complexion, inspired by her best-selling Beauty Light wands. Let's take a look at the full ingredient list. Now I have a little bone to pick here, because I could have sworn when I first looked at this ingredient list, I did not see coconut oil in there. And now, as you can see right there in the middle, we have caprylic capric triglyceride, which is coconut oil. So that's unfortunate for someone like me, because I'm not going to be able to use this product now. But for anybody else, or you don't have acne prone skin or enlarged pores, you're not going to have to worry about it. But if you do have acne prone skin and you do have enlarged pores, I would be highly careful, because that ingredient does clog pores. And that is the one ingredient that I've left out of my skin care routine and makeup, and it has dramatically changed my skin since I stopped using that one ingredient. So I am so sad that that's in there, because this will be the only time I'm going to be able to use this when I'm demoing this. Highlighted ingredients, if you're not allergic to coconut oil, is it's infused with Lumi Blur technology that has light reflecting pigments for a smoothing soft focus finish. It has poreless polymers for a smoothing airbrush finish, and flawless film formers for a smooth, long-lasting effect. All right, you guys, so I popped off camera to film a concealer video, because I am testing out a new formulation of an old favorite. So I can't wait to show you guys that. That will be after this video. I don't know when that one will release, but it will be out soon. So let's go into these products right here. Let's start off with the blush, just because I want you guys to be able to see the color. So I just slightly set down the concealer in that video, and I really just stayed super ultra close to my under eye area. I didn't touch this area at all. So this is still really tacky from the foundation. But do you guys see how beautiful this foundation is? I mean, it's been about 30 minutes that I popped off camera, and I haven't even set that down, and it still looks phenomenal. This is just a phenomenal foundation. I don't know what to say. All right, so this is a twist, oh, I don't know why I did that. This is the, I'm just knocking over everything. You guys, I'm such a klutz. So this is just like her normal ones where they lock. So make sure that you lock it, because otherwise it gets really messy. So you'll see it unlocked, because you can see that little gap right there. And then when you lock it, you won't be able to see that. But you want to make sure to lock it. Otherwise, you're going to get a wand that looks like this, because your girl forgot to lock it. But these do get messy nonetheless, so that's my only complaint. Otherwise, this is really hard to beat. All right, so Tarte Shape contour wand is now out, and it's supposed to be a dupe to this, and I know a few of you out there, I think Edie really loves it. I can't use it because it has coconut oil in it. So if you have acne prone skin, I would not recommend using the Tarte one. This does not have coconut oil in it. All right, so this is what it looks like. I already squeezed it out to test it for you guys in the swatch, but I haven't actually tried it on my skin yet. But this will go really good with the eyeshadow look that I'm doing. So it already had some on the sponge. So that's what that peach pop looks like in studio. And then let's blend it out on my thing. See how well that just kind of blends out into pretty much almost nothing. So you can really build this up or leave it very natural, like a little natural flush to the skin, however you want to wear it. But that's, I mean, you can see it. You just can't really see it in my lights, but you can see it on my skin up close. But it's gonna go really pretty. I'm filming the new Pat McGrath eyeshadow looks for Sunday's video, so you'll see that before this. All right, you'll see this before that one. You'll see that one on the next video. I'm gonna get there, you guys. I'm trying to catch back up to filming. All right, so this is not a product I like to go dotting. It's just not my jam. I just find that it can get really messy that way. So how I like to do this is I like to just squeeze it out here. Oh, did I lock it? I locked it, so make sure you unlock it first. Squeeze it out there. You don't need a whole lot. See, and look at how much is left on that. So a lot of product gets wasted, which is unfortunate. We're gonna use it with my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood complexion brush. I really love this brush for applying blush. But what I'm gonna do is so that it, otherwise if I just go right into there like that and just start dipping it, it's gonna go into the bristles and it's gonna soak up most of that product. So what I like to do is just kind of warm it up in my skin. See, that's the texture of it. It's really soft. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna kind of dot it myself. And this allows me a little bit more. If I went with a sponge, it can actually start to lift up the product, in my opinion. That's how I felt about the contour one. So I'm just gonna kind of go based off of that. And I really just want you guys to get to know the color more than anything, because I am gonna apply powder blush later on, but I want you guys to see that color. See how natural it looks? So I feel like I see it more in my up close mirror than I do on the monitor, so I don't know how much the monitor's picking up, but it's just like, it's very natural. So that's with just a little bit, okay? Now we can start building it up, but I just want to start small so we can always take away with the foundation brush too, but I want you guys to see how natural it can look and then how you can build this up. And I like this brush because it allows you to really stay into, you know, you don't get too out of control with a brush like this. And it's not lifting up anything. It is nice and smoothing, so I like that. It's not lifting up the foundation or anything. It's really beautiful. It's a really pretty color. Okay, let's try this cheek now. And you can go directly to your face if you want from the sponge. I just personally have felt that this is just a better way of doing any type of wand work. And you can go, I can start just kind of meshing it into the brush now that it's kind of already there. And this just allows me to kind of build how I want to build it without getting too crazy. Wipe my hands before I get it all over my face. So it's just a nice natural flush, and it looked scarier right here, and on my hand it looks scary, right? But once you get it on the cheek, it just blends out very nicely. Let's try to build it up a little bit more. I just want to see where we can go with this. I probably put too much, I wasted it now. See how much that built up, so you can definitely build this up. I'm gonna take a little bit more off the back of my hand. I'm just really trying to work that in there. Oh wow. Okay, don't worry, because I'm gonna calm this down in a second, so don't worry about it looking out of control, because nothing, our foundation brush, and I'm just gonna go around the nose a little, just to kind of give you that I'm cold look, but just wait for it. Wait till we go back in. Okay, so now we got the majority of the product in. Trust the process, please. Don't get scared, I'm not leaving it this way. Now I'm gonna go in with my BK Beauty 101. The reason why I did it aggressive is kind of like underpainting. If you're a makeup artist, you know what underpainting is. If you're new to makeup or you're not a makeup expert, underpainting is when you contour and do blushes and stuff like that underneath your foundation. This is, although we did our foundation underneath, this is kind of like underpainting because now we're taking whatever's left of the foundation and just kind of making sure. And if you do this, make sure that you wash your brush that night. Like I will not use this brush until I wash it again because I don't, if it got any blush on it, I don't want it to mix in with my foundation when I reapply it the next time. I have the new KVD Good Apple foundation on the way. I already ordered it. I was able to order it on Sephora. I'm just gonna pop in a little bit more there before we go in with the contour wand. All right, so it's a really pretty color with my skin tone. So if you're anything close to me, I think you're gonna like that. So let me pull you in really close to show you guys what it looks like. And I think it looks good with my skin tone. I really do. I think that is the perfect color. I'm glad I got that one because it is not a very aggressive formulation. I think that pop of color is pretty. I think the pink might have not shown up as much, but I'm not sure. So it's not one I'm gonna be able to ever use again, or use that often. So unfortunately for me. Now it's weird, but that's kind of, oh, what is going on here? It's really weird. It was like having little spots there. Huh, interesting. Let me take my brush and see if I can fix that. That was interesting, you guys. I don't know what was going on there. All right, you guys, so I kind of blended things out. It's kind of lifting a little bit. It just doesn't feel as smoothing. It's not like my Natasha Denona Dream one. This one is way more smoothing, this formulation. This cream blush, I like this one much better. It just almost makes my skin look better, where I feel like this one's kind of emphasizing areas and it's lifting areas. And I use my foundation and primer multiple times, so I know it's not these two because I've used that with this and all my other blush formulations and concealers, and it's never done that. So that's unfortunate, but we're just gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going. I'll show you guys what it looks like on my iPhone cam, and that is again in bad lighting. So you guys can really see, it's actually a lot more aggressive on my iPhone camera than it is in my monitor right now. So in my monitor, it doesn't look as aggressive, but it really is. So now look at all that blush is on there. Okay, I don't know where I lie with that one. All right, let's do a little bit. I love the contour wand. It's so good. So I don't know if I feel the same way about this, about the blush. Do the same thing here and here. And this is light medium, by the way. I'm still working off the mess I created with that wand already. That's crazy wand. All right, I'm gonna use my Anissa contour brush. Just gonna press that in. This one just fits right into the contours of your cheek. It's like the eyeshadow one I showed you guys a while back. I'm just gonna keep that one really tight onto the contours. And this is not one I would use over powder, just so you guys know that. Let's go over this. We already have the blush on there anyway. Just blending it all together. Now I'm gonna go in with my sponge and we're just going to blend. I'm gonna take my concealer. This is Sephora Bright Future. And just to clean that up, I'm just gonna take that one. This is such a lightweight formula that it's one of the best ones for this method to use. I'm just gonna kind of scoot that and really work on the contours of my face. I'm gonna just blend that in. This wasn't a sponge I really used for anything, so it's pretty clean. This just blends everything together. All right, you guys, I am gonna go finish up the rest of my makeup because I'm gonna go do my eyeshadow look for you guys for Valentine's Day. And we will come back. We'll give it a nice, a good few hours on just to kind of see how this wears. This is first impression. I've never used this, so we are gonna see how it wears together. All right, you guys, so I will see you at the end of the night, and I'll just kind of zoom in here and let you guys see what that looks like. All right, my beautiful glam sisters, we are at the end of the night. I have already filmed my Fave 6 fails. I have filmed a lot of stuff today. So we are looking at about 6 hours that I've had this on. I've worn this primer a lot longer and it works amazing. This is a 5 out of 5. 100% of me would say run and get this primer because it is well worth it. And then when you use my code Kristi20, I get you 20% off. You guys, you can't go wrong. So we're gonna start off on a positive note and give this a gold star because it is so good, you guys. It is so good. As far as this new Charlotte Tilbury matte blush wand, this is just not a product for me personally, okay? So if you love this and you already have it at home and you're like, Kristi, it works so good for me, then keep working it. I actually encourage that. The only thing is this didn't work for my skin tone. So my rating is based off of how I just felt like it just is not what I thought it was gonna be. I was expecting so much more from this. So I am gonna give this, you guys are gonna kill me for this. This is a 2 out of 5. I don't know if we've ever had a 2 out of 5. This is just not doing it for me, you guys. I just cannot recommend it. I personally can't. Just from anybody who has similar skin type to me, well, first of all, it has coconut oil in it. So that's the big caprylic triglyceride, or caprylic capric triglyceride. And that was a big fat no for me, especially since this is going like literally underneath my powders where it's gonna really hit my skin. That's when it is just going to affect my pores. So this is just not a formula that's for me. Now, if you don't have any issues with coconut oil, you don't have any issues with pores or breaking out, acne or any of that, and you like something that is very natural, then yeah, I highly recommend it. It's really beautiful for that, but I don't think it laid over my foundation that good. I would never put this over powder, but even over my liquid foundation that all my other cream powders work with, this just was, I felt like it just was not, it was just settling into my pores. I didn't really care for the sponge on it. I don't know. She needs to fix this situation because you saw my contour one, and I have a feeling that the blush wand is going to do the same exact thing. These are just not my cup of tea. And I thought when I saw matte, if it said radiant, I would be like, okay, that's what it is. But because this says matte on it, I mean, we can see it right there. It says matte. I was expecting like what I get from my Armani one, or when I get from my Natasha Denona My Dream Cheek, which is a cream to powder matte formula type. The Rare Beauty ones are beautiful. I would recommend the Rare Beauty one over this, especially for this price point, you guys. I cannot believe the price point on this, to be quite honest. I was pretty shocked. So I can't personally recommend it because I just feel like 2 out of 5 stars. I don't give too many things 2 out of 5. So that means I really didn't like it. Like to the point where when I put my powders on, it all disappeared. I couldn't see it anymore. And then I would have to put it over my powder, and I wear powder. So if you're a powder girl like me, then this definitely is not gonna work. If you're not a powder girl, then fine, you're gonna see it. It's very vibrant and beautiful. But once you put your powders over it, especially I was doing more foundation powders, you're really not gonna see that. So for me personally, I ended up having to go in a little bit with this one. And this is 51, but this is not available right now. But even the coral one that I like a lot would work better. And then this is the magic worker over it. This was the, and if you do like this and you wanna set it down, this is a really beautiful combination since this is so expensive. This is affordable. This is the Sephora collection, and this is called Love Child. I love this shade. It's like a peachy coral tone. For all my glam fam sisters that like more coral tones, this is like literally beautiful. And this looked really pretty on top of it. Really pretty. I really liked it over it. So that's what you're seeing more than you are that blush. So this was just a big fat no for me. I'm so sorry. I love Charlotte Tilbury. You guys know I just love the brand. But for me personally, and my taste and my skin type, this just didn't work. But again, if you like radiant finishes, you don't really wear powder, and you just like something very simple, then yeah, then highly recommend it. And you're not prone to breaking out, absolutely. But I wish it was the same ingredients as the contour stick, so I hope she doesn't change that ingredient because that is a really good contour stick. I just don't use it that much. It's too messy, and I do honestly prefer this formula even more. And this is the contour shade I use. This is 21. I prefer this more. I just think it's more airbrush and more softening on the skin for me personally. Even my, what do you call it? My Tom Ford contour, I would much prefer using this over that Charlotte Tilbury one. If I'm gonna spend that much money, I would just rather do the Tom Ford one. So I just think it's a better formula, and that's just my opinion. So take it with a grain of salt, like always. But I really hope you guys enjoyed that review. I just try to keep it pretty simple. I really just wanted to focus on those two and really show off the iconic London. Again, this is just chef's kiss, the most incredible foundation. So thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, I hope you didn't get mad at me for a bad review. I just always try to keep it real and honest with you guys, and that's genuinely how I feel, especially when I'm spending $42, $45, whatever it was, dollars on something. I really want to make sure it works and it's something I like a lot to spend that much money. So I love you guys. If you are new here, I'd love for you to hit that subscribe button and click the post notification bell. Join our beautiful Glam Fam. We're here every Friday and Sunday, and we just really want you to become part of our gorgeous Glam Fam sisterhood we have here on YouTube. If you like these kind of videos, please give this video a huge thumbs up. You don't know how much that means to me when you guys hit the like button, and when you comment below, it really does help push my videos up through the algorithm, and I greatly appreciate it, as well as when you share this video. Share, like, comment, subscribe, all of that just really helps me out. Thank you so much. If you decide to purchase any of these products using my affiliate links, I will have everything I have on my face will be in the description box below, and I would greatly appreciate it if you use those links. It really does help my videos out and it helps support my channel. So thank you so much for all your love and support. Follow me on all of my socials at Kristi Allure. Check out my merch, Glamorous Life Collections, and I will see you guys on the next video. Love you guys. Bye.
Never up, never down, never. Like a theme in a song, clever. Feeling high, feeling low at the same time. Feels so right, then I'm wrong, hoping I'll be fine. But I get up.